Eating junk every day. I used to have burger for breakfast, burger for lunch, burger for
Mm.
evening, and burger for before going to sleep as well.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, about I would say about 3 years ago, 2013 or roughly 14, I would say,
Mm.
I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. And first, I went to doctor and they said it was cancer. Like,
Mm.
come on, don't joke with me.
Mm.
I was going to toilet. I was having constipation in the beginning, like a lot of constipation. I couldn't go to toilet at all, even with the medicine. It's like really confusing. It's like doctor says something and then it doesn't work fully. I didn't know what was going on. I was frustrated. I was worried. I was stressed. Doctors just were doing what they thought they knew.
Mm.
Apparently, they didn't know anything about it. They kept on saying food has nothing to do with it. And that was the most annoying part
Mm.
because if that's nothing to do with it, then it should work, right? One day I sat with my wife and we were streaming YouTube.
Mm.
We came across a video.
Mm.
He was talking about how he healed his ulcerative colitis through raw milk.
Mm.
And he had raw milk, he had, I think, celery, and he had probiotic tablets,
Mm.
and he healed. So I tried raw milk, believe me, and, and I don't know, it worked for a bit, and then it went downhill.
Mm.
So that was a no-no. So I was like, okay, it didn't work. After that, there was like a recommended, videos it shows.
Mm.
There was like one of the videos showed how I healed my ulcerative colitis.
Mm.
So then we came across your brother's video,
Mm.
and him giving testimonial about
Mm.
his, and he showed his and all that. First, like I was a bit skeptical about it.
Mm. Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I'm here with Jobayer, who has completed our program and has healed himself of colitis. How are you, Jobayer?
I'm good. How are
Fantastic.
you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'd like to thank you for joining us today and being on the channel and sharing your story. I think it's very amazing what you've done. So we're just going to start off with asking you a few questions about your journey and how you went through the whole process of healing colitis. And I want you to start off with just telling me about, how you found out you got diagnosed and some of the things you did initially to try and help your situation, and talk about whether how successful that initial process was before you found high carb health.
Well, I was in UK at that time,
Hmm?
and I was going through, I would say, a lot of stress. I was living a teenage life, obviously,
Hmm.
and I was working as well. And the job that I used to do, it was like kind of like heavy lifting
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. And I was eating mostly I was eating out nearly every day for a year
Hmm.
because any teenager would do that.
Hmm.
And like eating burgers, anything, any junk that comes to mind, I had it all.
Hmm.
And all of a sudden I was feeling something like, in stomach, there was like pain for like it used to come and go. And
Hmm.
it's like appear and then, disappear. And at that time I did not notice. I thought like, oh, it's just one of those things, that will go away and disappear and I don't have to worry about it.
Hmm.
So I was carrying on living my life and eating junk every day. I used to have burger for breakfast, burger for lunch, burger for
Hmm.
evening, and burger for before going to sleep as well.
Hmm.
So, and fizzy drink, obviously,
Hmm.
and all those stuff I had. And then all of a sudden, about, I would say about 3 years ago, uh, 2013, or roughly 14, I would say,
Hmm.
I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. And first I went to doctor and they said it was cancer. Like,
Hmm.
come on, don't joke with me.
Mm.
So you cannot. It's a cancer is a huge thing. Cannot just say stuff.
Mm.
But yeah, first thing they said it was cancer, and then when they diagnosed me, and then they said it was ulcerative colitis, and they said that it could be due to genetic,
Mm.
and food has nothing to do with it.
Mm.
So I should carry on, living a normal life.
Mm.
And they gave me, this, I don't know, pentasamazolazine, and they gave me, what's it called, ibuprofen, all those stuff,
Mm.
like next level chemical medicine. And as usual, I thought, okay, let's live a normal life, as you said, and I have to live with this. So I was having, first I started off with 2-gram dose, and I was having the other tablet only for 6 months, 6 tablets, and then you reduce down to 1,
Mm.
and then you carry on with Pentasa only.
Mm.
So I was eating normal, and I was going to toilet. I was having constipation in the beginning, like a lot of constipation. I couldn't go to toilet at all, even with the medicine.
Mm.
It was not helping the situation, but without the medicine, it wasn't helping the situation neither.
Mm.
So I was stuck in a no zone place. So I didn't know what to do.
Mm.
It's like really confusing. It's like doctor says something, and then it doesn't work fully.
Mm.
It is completely weird stuff. So then I met my wife online. We got married,
Mm.
and then we went out to eat outside. I remember we went to 3 different restaurants. First restaurant, like I ate beef,
Mm.
and that acted up a bit, and then I had a pizza that was okay, and then I had deep fried fish,
Mm.
and that made it slightly worse, but I didn't know what was going on at that time.
Mm.
And then I went to eat a big chili burger,
Mm.
and that made it really worse. I ended up in hospital again.
Mm.
So then I asked the doctor what was going on. I thought I could eat normally, like you told me to, and when I did, how come I'm back in hospital? And when they checked through injection, they said that my white cell increased for some
Mm.
reason.
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, that's weird because I didn't do anything weird, so that shouldn't be happening.
Mhm.
Then they said, oh, it's okay, it's normal and all that. And then I stayed in hospital for 2 or 3 days, I remember,
Mm.
and they had to inject me through nails in my vein
Mm.
to calm the situation down, to calm the inflammation now. So I was there. I didn't know what was going on. I was frustrated. I was worried. I was stressed. Doctors just were doing what they thought they knew.
Mm.
Apparently, they didn't know anything about it. They kept on saying food has nothing to do with it. And that was the most annoying part
Mm.
because if that's nothing to do with it, then it should work, right?
Yeah.
Or it wasn't doing any job.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just making it worse.
Mm.
And while I was in hospital, the worst part is that nurses, which was patrolling, they couldn't speak English properly, so they were like, I'm just going to inject this in your vein." I'm like, "What are you injecting?" Like, "Oh, I've been told to do this." So there's certain medicine that they were told to inject, and it has no link to my illness whatsoever, and it has
Mm.
no link to ulcerative colitis. So they were trying to give me extra medicine as well.
Mm.
So that's a weird and concerning part. So I said, no, I don't want that. I don't want more medicine in my body.
Mm.
But they kept on trying to force me to take more medicine. So that annoyed me really, really bad. And on top, I heard there was a patient opposite me who was diagnosed with cancer because of they kind of gave him some medicine that they shouldn't have.
Mm.
So he ended up getting cancer. So as you can see that one is worse, and second is adding new medicine introducing new medicine which has no links to my illness whatsoever and can end up there. So it was more worrying as well. So I didn't know what to do, and then after I got better, after I came back from hospital, they gave me a dietitian specialist. I went to see the dietitian specialist. She came up with this booklet with what I can eat or what shouldn't I eat or what could react and all that. So I thought I thought I'll give it a try because she's a dietitian. She should know better, right? So I went to her. So okay, give me the information what I need. She said, first thing this is what she said. Yeah, I don't know how body reacts. So you should know how your body reacts. So you should know what to eat or you shouldn't, eat. I'm like, okay, you're meant to be the dietitian, and I'm the one who should know what I should eat and what shouldn't I eat. Well, that's smart, right? Because I haven't done any study on this. So I'm like, okay, this is just a waste of time. So I thought to myself that I've spoken to my wife, newly wed and everything. I've spoken to my wife. I told her this is the situation. She advised me to fly over to Sweden. So we decided to move to Sweden. So I moved to Sweden, and I thought I might have a better luck here, since the doctor doesn't know, and dietitian clearly doesn't know what she's talking about. So I came here, I met the doctor, and here the doctor said the same thing, that this is the best care that we have for you, pentasamazolatin, and we'll do under checking every month and all that. I said, okay, no luck there. I'm sure there is a cure somewhere. I know that for sure. Because in my belief that in the Quran it states that with every hardship there is ease, with every illness there's a cure. So there must be a cure somewhere. So I'm like, okay, I'll try to live for now and try to search for the cure later on. So I was living, everything was normal, everything was going okay. By the way, my dose increased then after I moved. After about a while later, I was increased to 3 dose, like 3 grams of mesalazine from gram. So I was having that, and it was kind of worse. It wasn't making the situation better, but yeah, higher dose, living my life again. I was studying and I was doing stuff, and then I think as soon as I started working, I remember that's when things got worse again. I was like, after a year later, symptoms start showing up, like blood, even after taking medicine. I rang the doctor came and she said, okay, try to take 4 doses, see what happens. So I took 4 doses. I moved up to 4 doses a day. So I'm like, okay, is this what I'm going to live with? I don't know what's going on. So then they recommended me to a dietitian specialist here. So I went to the dietitian specialist. So I spoke to her and I said that this is the situation and it's not getting better. What should I do? She advised me not to avoid a few things like corn, dates. She said, oh, dates. I'm like, really? No dates? No dates. Finally creates gas. Okay, no dates then. She also said, don't have too much bananas because it will give constipation. And she said, weird things like, I've never heard those things before, but yeah, and that's what I started believing in.
And then did it work?
Well, with the medication, well, it didn't work after a while, obviously.
Yeah. So what did you do? What did you do after that? You started searching online, did you?
Yeah, it's one day I sat with my wife and we were streaming YouTube. We came across a video He was talking about how he healed his ulcerative colitis through raw milk.
Mm.
And he had raw milk, he had, I think, celery, and he had probiotic tablets, and he healed. So I tried raw milk, believe me. And, and I don't know, it worked for a bit, and then it went downhill.
Mm.
So that was a no-no. So I was like, okay, it didn't work. So I didn't know. I thought maybe I wasn't doing it right, or maybe I don't know what to do.
Mm.
Okay. So then.
Wait, how did you find us? How did you find High Camp Health?
But that was after that. There was like a recommended, videos it shows.
Mm.
It was like one of the videos showed how I healed my ulcerative colitis.
Mm.
So then we came across your brother's video,
Mm.
and him giving testimonial about his,
Mm.
and he showed his and all that. At first, like I was a bit skeptical about it.
Mm.